Up. Hey yo, what it do? What it do? You up on the family first, and I am Black Stevie, chilling with you already know. Speak your name, gangster.
Black Howard. When I ain't keeping up mess, you know what it is. It's the
You,
one and the only Black Howard.
you already, man. You already, man. What's good, Black Howard, man? What's good with you, man?
Well, you know what? I'm enjoying this hot heat, even though it's like almost 100 degrees every day. We got a little rain last week, but it ain't make up because that rain, as soon as it rained, it just get hotter.
Yeah.
Other than that, just moving around, seeing things and handling business as usual.
Well, that's
Yo,
what.
Black Stevie, what's good with you, man?
Oh, you already know, man. Same old politics, man. Same old politics. Trying to stay. I ain't trying. I'm staying up out of the heat. You know what I mean? It got a cool AC unit. So I'm all right.
Man, so is it ice creamy cold in your house?
Hell
Or
yeah.
you know, it just like somebody blowing a hot breath on you.
That's a motherfucking freeze box, man. That shit a freeze box. You feel me?
Yo,
It's freezing.
so what else been going on, man?
Yo, shit, too much, man. Too much. Party weekend, man. I've been partying like it's my birthday. It's my daughter's birthday
Man.
week last week. So we
Yo, big up to her. Big up to the little cousin in the
well,
building. And what's up with my little cousin Pepe?
yo, she doing good, but yo, we was partying like it was no tomorrow, man. I started early. I was been
Man.
getting fucked up for the whole week until Saturday, and then Saturday that was just a crush, man. That shit was a crush.
Man, so what you was sipping on, man? What you was getting crushed up off?
Espositos, that Mexican liquor, that motherfucking Henny, that motherfucking Jose Cuervo, the light, the dark, and all of that shit. So that's all we was drinking.
You was just walking around pouring stuff in your cup, experimenting.
Not me, the bartender. My daughter on her birthday, she was blessing. She bartended heavy, man. Like yo, she don't let you finish your cup, bartender.
Oh man, that's that good old drinking.
Yeah.
So did any other fam slide through? You know, to wish her happy birthday.
Our family, yeah, it was people there. It was people. It was people there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It was people there, and it was people of my peoples.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Her blood family too, on her mom's and them side, and my peoples and they peoples and the
peoples and they
in the buildings and the building.
Hey, what about your cousin? You ain't give him a shout out? Your cousin, the pimp with no hoes?
Oh man, come on, man. Why you bring that man up in our discussion, man? Hey, I get let me tell you something. I didn't give that man no discussion of no power, man. I didn't check this out. I didn't give you power. You feel me? I ain't give him power, so no, I didn't have a discussion with that man. Why should I have a discussion with that man?
Hey, what's my name?
Why should I? I know Black Howard. Well, why Black Stevie should have
Hey,
I'm gonna make no sense.
Black Stevie should be blind to the bull itch.
I'm always, nigga. I'm always. You hear me? I'm always.
But you know what? Big up to the fam.
Yo, why you didn't come to New York and then come and see we'll come and see bro man Mike, man? When you came to New York. Yeah, why you didn't come to New York?
Hey.
Yeah,
we gonna get on the bullshit now. Let me break that down to you. First and foremost, I met him through an affiliate.
No, not my bag, not bro, man, Mike.
Well, you know, with that situation,
okay then.
That's a whole nother situation.
All right then. So why would you bring my whole nother situation to the table?
That's a whole nother situation.
All right then. Just like that's a situation with you, that's a whole nother situation with me. Now back to the story.
Okay. So that means on that note,
all right then.
And what do that mean?
I ain't even gotta explain myself. I'm not the person to explain. Showing is better than explaining and anything.
We just all going our grown man business then.
Okay. All right.
So what else? I mean, The party was turned up. The drinks was passed. I know that's a good old time.
Yo, it was always a good old time with me. You know what I mean?
What makes it so bad on the rooftop? That's what's gizzy. That's what's gizzy. Well, yo, you should have. You know what? Only thing is, why you ain't put the disco ball out there? That would have made it.
Yo, where the fuck you gonna put that in the sky, nigga?
Nah.
Yo, how you gonna? Where you gonna put the good? Yo, something wrong with this man Marbles.
No, pause.
Wrong with this man Marbles, boss.
Pause.
Something wrong with this man.
No. Boss. Oh, I see where you going with that. You think I got jokes, right?
Yeah, I know you do.
Okay, hold that thought.
Yeah, I'm holding it.
Hold that thought real quick. Let me show you something.
That.
Why you thinking? You go. I know you're gonna say, "Oh, he clowning." Let me just pull it out so he can see. Hold on.
What is that?
It's a disco light.
Oh, you put it on the floor. Oh,
no, you can put it on your table. It's a portable disco light. That's why I said you can buy a globe, the party globe. They got a portable party globe.
Man, you lost me, man. I'm like,
oh, see what you said? See, you was about to say, oh, he got jokes. See, look.
Yo, all right, man.
Look.
I see that.
Okay.
That's like a police siren, bro. That's like a police light.
It's actually it's a battery operated strobe light.
Yeah, let me see who this says Facebook users laughing.
See, somebody always think people got jokes.
Yo, what's goody, Jared? Yo, congratulations on that big joint you got coming up, man. Congratulations on your business.
That's
successful
what's up.
Successful businessman.
Yo, you know what? Come to find out, we all gotta be business, man. That's the only way we're gonna be able to take over and we're gonna be able to get money. Because we keep doing what we're doing, working these jobs and not expanding our horizons. We always gonna be on a standstill.
Yo, like I say though, to my dude Jared, man, shout out once again, my nigga. Keep doing what you're doing. Young dude, inspire you.
That's
you
know
good. Man, you out here doing a lot of stuff that these youngins ain't out here trying to do, bro. I'm trying to be smart, man. You know what I mean? I get it, man. Keep up what you doing, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. We need our youth and our new generation to be business minded and to be entrepreneurs and start their own business so they can learn how to work for themselves. Because, you know, most of us spend 10, 20, 30, 40 years working for other people and they never get ahead.
Exploitation, bro. Exploitation. It's stop trying to step on other people's toes and work as business. That's how you have business partners. And that's why I say respect goes off and my hat goes off to the youngin because he got a business partner. The
that's
business
true
partner.
Too, you know.
Wait up. Let's stop cutting me.
Okay, I'm gonna let you.
Right, let's stop cutting me off. Let's move on a better pace. Yo, it's smarter businessmen when they're young and they come together and they come to see the idea of not cutting one another off or not thinking nothing bigger than what it is with another person. They thinking on the business level. When you think on the business level, your mindset is way different. It ain't supposed to be on the street level and all of that other shit. Yeah, it do get streets. It do comes to the streets. But on a mindset of thinking business, you got to know how to think business and respect business. That's one thing. And you'll live long and everybody have fruitful stuff. You have mansions, you have cribs, you have what's the name. But if you don't know how to play around with business, yo, man, listen. And it's hard to teach people sometimes, bro. Like, yo, what the fucking world we into?
No.
Teaching people.
One thing you fail to tell the people too, what destroyed the business is greed.
Greed?
Yeah,
Let me tell you something. Greed can't destroy shit if you don't have no nefarious ways on your own self. So how can greed fuck with anything? Yeah, greed could be on a person that's getting nothing. They feel like they ain't getting nothing. You know what I mean? That works too. Yo, oh shit, let me sabotage you. Let me stab you in the back. Let me cut your neck off. Let me cut your throat off. You know what? You know, that's greed. Yo, damn, why he got it? Why he got it and I ain't got nothing? That should be the day's talk about too. Yeah, greed. Why would everybody worry about what the next man have and never worry about on trying to build or stack themselves to get to where they want to be at? That's why you don't have a lot of entrepreneurs out there. That's why you don't have a lot of Western, especially amongst your team. Amongst your team, there's always a hater in there. Oh, shit. He's doing so much great. He's doing so much good. He's doing something that we all ain't doing and not helping out the team so we all can be great. That's politicking. That's how these white boys get their shit together. You black boys can't even get shit together without hating on somebody else or crushing somebody else's down or making somebody else feel like, yo, fuck that. Niggas is all street niggas. This shit never levels up. It never equals out. It never pans out right. Especially when you out there giving your all to people, man. And people just taking advantage and walking around like, yo, fuck that. So you dodge with that. You dodge with that. You never pat a brother on the back and say, yo, congratulations. Not on no, some silly shit or no some real shit. You want some real shit, yo, congratulations. Yo, when niggas was up, it's always a person going to be up and it's always going to be a person that comes down. But when niggas is up, sure, it's wicked out here in the dream. And my dream was always to try to satisfy and make sure everybody happy, even if I'm up or down. I never shitted on nobody when I was up. I still looked out for people, bro. I still fed the poor, bro. I still did what I did. The Lower East Side cookouts every fucking day. With no nefarious. You ain't got to pay me nothing, nigga. Only thing you got to pay me with a smile on your face. You was happy. You went home eating, and you ain't have to worry about the next day. You ain't had nothing in your fucking stomach.
Mm-hmm.
When my team wins, we all wins.
I feel you.
We all wins.
I feel you.
I'd rather see you win before I win, bro.
Nah, but you gotta still don't forget where you at, man. You never gotta. I feel like this. Even though if you help me to the extreme to help me to keep me on my feet, I still gotta contribute something back to you, showing that I ain't forget where I came from or what was given to me. You can't always take and not give back.
Yeah, that's the point, man. I don't listen to rappers. I don't listen to rappers. You know what I mean? A lot of rappers out there, people stars, you know I'm listening to Hollywood neither. A lot of people say, yo, man, we grew up together and we still going to eat together. And when they blow up, you don't even see those people.
I don't know.
Your name don't even get mentioned in your conversation. So, you know, I already been knowing that, man. The world turns, man. The world turns, man. And it's everlasting. It's everlasting backstabbers, too.
You got to look at it, too. And this is how I started to look at things. It's like, yo, is it the reason why people don't recognize you when they blow up because is they shame, or you just become a part of their history?
That's history. Because it's over with. It's over with. Some people don't know how to act when they get money, man. Some people don't know how to act. They forget about the little people. And then come back to reality. And then come back to reality when the shit smack you right in the face. Wow, like, oh, shit. That's these people that fronting for the gram. That's them people that fronting for society until they run out of luck. Then you run out of luck, and then you thinking everybody then fuck everybody. This nigga don't like me. How the fuck you gonna say fuck everybody when you was on top? You didn't say that. And then now you back where it's square one, and then everybody get fucked over. Everybody get come on, bro. Come on, bro. Society don't work that way. Society is not like that mentally and physically. It don't work that way. So you know what I said? Fuck them niggas, man. Fuck them niggas. Move on. Move on. We got the next chapter in the life, the book to write. Oh, that goes in the back of your book. History. Fucking history. Trying to make history, bro. Yo, what's up with these clone people out here, man? That's what's going on. Yeah, clone. What's up? I seen Jamie Foxx on the boat. He waved, couple of hip hop, hippity hop hop. Yo, there's a lot of people out here in the world ain't probably originally get cloned, but they are cloned. Their brain is sucked them into some dumb shit. Some old shit that repeats themselves. That's some cloning shit. Yo, but what's up with people getting cloned now, man, these days? Or coming out here looking the same and this Jamie Foxx nigga. What up with Jamie Foxx? You seen that? He finally appeared now from after all of these months and shit like that, man. Some people are saying, yo, that don't look like the Jamie Foxx. We all
how you call it? What's that word?
Hypothetically,
that ain't who it is.
We all know we missing the tattoos, Jamie Foxx. This Jamie Foxx don't have none of that on him, on his body. That so far what I seen, the little parts that I seen, and then the part where they said he was golfing, I didn't really even see his whole face on all of that other stuff.
I don't believe that. I'm saying I don't believe that.
If you're gonna make a Hollywood lie, don't lie and say this man is partially blind in one eye. This man brain, they don't know if he's down there partially brain dead, and then brain the man out, and then he's speaking and he could do the same sound and whatever, and all that shit. Don't do that, bro.
It was a message sent to him. A message sent to him. I don't know who or why they sent him the message or what was talked about behind scenes, but they really sent the message to him.
That message was a sick message because it sent the message to us too. Like, yo, watch yourself. Watch yourself.
You know what? And the sad thing about these things like this has been going on years and years and years and years and years. And it goes to, like you said, sometimes people may be jealous of you. People may have a problem with you. They just don't want to confront you and tell you. So they do things like that. And it's been going on. It's not something that, that we discovered right now. This been going on. How you think a lot of people, they slip Mickeys in people drink, date rape, drugs, all of that. They have reasons and motives for the reasons why they do things like this. And some people never come out of it. Some people never get their right state of mind behind it.
They got crucial handlers. So that also has you to be worried when you go into the doctor and you check yourself out in a hospital and you got to go in for surgery, like all type of stuff, because you have no record. They don't show you no tapes of the surgery being done, that they did some shit, that they fuck with your inside body internalies and can do the same shit to you, have you being another human being. And I know you used to thought you was insane and shit, and the next thing you know, you uninsane. Or I know with the medications, with the cloning type medications, how your ass doing weird shit and all type of shit, man. It's like, yo, I feel if they clone him and that comes out to be known as a clone, then all the clones gonna start coming out. And then if you find out though your whole Hollywood is cloned up, then what you could do now is like, yo, damn, we've been AI'd our whole life.
Now, when you say AI been in existence. It been in existence from what? 60, 70, 80, maybe further than that. And
it's
it just
soon as AT&T started, when
it just comes to light. It just comes to light because the simple fact is we know deep down inside that we are specimens, we are experiment. Because if you think about it, over the years from date of birth, they give you, quote, all these different shots. Okay? Why you got to take all of these shots? For what purpose? They tell us, oh, you got to take a shot for this so you don't catch that. You got to take a shot for this. If you're allergic to this, you got to take a shot for that. Okay. Oh, well, you get sick. Let us give you a shot so that can heal you.
Well, you take that shot. The reason why they give us all of these shots from all the impurities that they're giving us, all of the foods that we're eating that we're not supposed to eat, like meats, like the same shots that we get, the cow, the chickens, and all of that, the vitamins, everything, they give those the same. Our body have to be used to be able to eat this, to be a carnivore, be eating meats.
I get what you're saying.
So that's why we get these shots.
Okay, hold that thought. We go back to AI. Yeah, that plays a picture in that too. Because the simple fact is, how do we know actually in reality that they ain't been cloning us? Because you gotta think about it. You gotta think about this. Peep this part. They draw blood, right?
Yeah.
How do we know what they do with that blood? They only tell us what we do. They tell us what they do with the blood.
We already know what they do with the blood when you go to the hospital. We already know what they do with the blood.
They telling us that, but we not seeing behind scenes. You feel what I'm saying? We only know what they telling us or what we see in front of us. But behind
that's why I say when you go up under the knife and you got to get anesthesia under there and you going to sleep, that is a deadly thing. You don't know what they are doing with your body, what they're injecting in there, what they're replacing, what they're not replacing. There's a whole lot of stuff that goes on that you don't know. What organs they could have took out. You're not no doctor. You're not a person that could do fully X-rays to go and see if something and your body is missing. Nobody would never know. You would never know. And I know they have cameras because times I had surgery and they have to do colonoscopy. They have motherfucker. I had multiple surgeries, bone graft. You know what I mean?
I don't feel right. And I noticed after every time I had these surgeries, I don't feel like myself.
Yeah, right after.
You don't feel like yourself. I mean,
government
who can explain that to us?
Ain't nobody. It's a big United Government conspiracy. You know, I believe just like Orlando Brown, whatever whatever Anderson, right? I believe everything that man says. Everything that man says. Like, these people ain't even dead, bro. Or these people that you think that's gone, they got these people somewhere else, and y'all niggas not going to see them. So, and they cloning people, and they doing this, and they doing that, and they doing that. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they want to make human masks that look just like a human being who they wanted to look like, and you put it on your face, and then now you representing us?
Face Off. Prime example. They told you.
Exactly. One of the biggest movies. Yeah. Face Off was one of the biggest movies. And what you call that joint where the nigga was the Invisible Man, and when he had the mask, he kept putting on different masks and all of that. Yeah, bro, like you know, it's that type of government bullshit. the shit. But you got to play your part into deceiving those niggas. Taking down the antennas, and we no more communication. No more communication.
What you think about human trafficking? You ever be on Facebook and you watch the dudes where the dudes be pulling up with the cars and stuff, and then they walk off and they try to talk to these women and stuff like that? What you feel about that? Do you feel that really exists there? And they be saying they had a little quote saying,
"You gonna ask me some bullshit like that? I'm blind to the bullshit. I'm gonna be realistic with you.
Mm-hmm.
I know that shit is going on, and I know it's more than that story, because there's a lot of shit that they trying to make a lot of in a lot of states legal for pedophilia like type stuff. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Even sexual conduct where they showing a dude in his drawers shaking his thing in front of a whole bunch of little kids. So I believe that. And then I heard some new shit that they talking about. Now it's getting reversed. It's going to the Mexicans now, where a lot of them is being missing, and a lot of all of that. They went from us to minorities now, and now they getting treated like that. That's why it's so easy. It's so easy for them to bring them people over here, silent assailants, silent seekers, and all of that shit, because of there's a lot of kids out here that's not even on paper. So it's easy to steal this person. It's easy to do this one. A lot of their parents might have been murdered. A lot of their parents probably sold their kids off, you know, or was taken from them and stuff like that. And then you know who else gets that? The government, because you got to go and check that Solomon Seekers shit and see how many kids is really getting where they belongs at and where they at. I believe some of them is probably caught up in the system, like the brothers. You know, some people get caught up in the system. Oh, where you at? The system lost them.
Well, if the system loses you, that means you don't exist then. That's crazy.
Yeah.
These are things.
Especially, I'm because I feel like this is why this is a sick world too. These people is like, they really is going after the kids instead of really going after the adults. They're like, these adults is all washed up, and you want to look at and go after kids. I feel like, bro, there's a lot of kids missing, and they somewhere close. They somewhere close on the island somewhere, or they somewhere close, bro.
But then you know too why they probably go after them, because of their organs. And you know, sometimes when they sell these kids hypothetically for X amount of money, they got young organs. So they can sell these organs to somebody, you know, who they organs on the way out for a high price, and they can make the money.
Yeah. Or sexual, what's the name? Trafficking. Them some sick people, bro. They doing that with little babies, bro. Like them some sick people, bro. That's nah, bro.
And then you got to look at it too. Is that the world we living in too, and they do the sex trafficking because they got to think about regeneration, regenerating, and reproducing. Because you think about it, you get you a little 10-year-old girl, even though it's not right, you get that, and they sell a 10-year-old girl. She have babies, then her baby, she have a baby for whoever they got it for. She had that baby. Then they wait till that baby becomes of age. Then they have.
That's some sick shit, man.
It is actually in reality. It is sick.
That's, but you know, sick shit, my dude.
Yeah.
Yo, that is some wicked shit. And may you all go to hell for some wicked shit like that, bro. You know what I mean? And yo, and hell to them is they God. So I don't want to wish that on you neither. I don't even want to wish that on you. So hell to them is they God. Because if you doing some shit like that, you is devilish.
True.
You is devilish. It's like, yo,
it's crazy, man. What can we expect? And you know what? Speaking of that, this Sunday we was just talking about that at church, about how people say people got mental illness. say that's the work of the devil right there. That's the evilness. That's real evil.
I would not say that. I would not say mental illness have nothing to do with no devil. The church that you in is the devil. If they tell you that somebody has mental illness,
no, some of the mental illness, not all of
not even some of them. Mental illness means you have a sickness. Mental illness don't mean you just want to go out there and hurt somebody and kill somebody. Mental illness don't have nothing to do with hurting and harming nobody. It just, you could be mentally challenged. You could be mentally sick. You could be not in that space or in that zone. For you to say, or people that somebody that loves God to say that some of them are devils. Yo, so the pastor out there that's in there having sex with somebody that came in there that's not his wife, somebody else's wife from in that church. And what's the name? He's not a devil?
Yes, he is.
All right, then. There's a lot of that shit going on. It is. You got a whole lot of devils then sitting amongst each other.
You show right. They do take their wicked ways into the church. They do take the wicked ways. So that I agree with you.
God said you ain't never had to go to a whole big ass place and do your prayer and have your ceremony. You know, you could do that within your home. You could do that walking down the street. You could do that on a train. You could do that on a bus, a plane. You can have your own little congregation of yourself or your what's the name right there. It don't take you to go be paying somebody room and board. You paying them niggas room and board and you can't even pay your own rent at home. You're like, how you pay somebody room and board and can't even pay your own rent at home?
You got a point there. So they doing, some churches do it for all the wrong reason, not the right reason.
God said you can go out there and preach in the middle of a field. If you just want to go in the middle of the street and go out there and preach and put this shit together, you can do it. You still preaching the word.
Share the word. But sometimes you're right. A lot of other churches and stuff, they're not sincere to it. They just use it for a hustle and a gimmick.
Yo, and you know who does it too? You just can't say all the black churches. You got the white churches do it. The white churches, but they do it with checks. They do it with checks. They do it with bank accounts. You know what I mean? What's different from the folks? The folks do it off of people's pockets.
Yeah.
Now they probably got debit cards.
No, you do. You show right. You got some churches that you can, like real big churches, where you have to have a bank account. You have to have a debit card.
Come on, you understand what I mean? Like, yo, to come in your house, I got to pay you. To come in your house, I got to pay you. And to hear the word from the Lord, the free word from the scripture of the Bible that you preach, I got to pay you.
Why are we talking about that? How you feel about churches that hustle people? It's not a church. It's a hustle.
Oh, they're just a hustle?
A hustle.
Like the bishop dude that just got what's the name was all messed up. There's a lot of them. What you feel about that? What I feel about it, I just told you how I felt about it. I felt like, yo, that's kind of messed up that you are taking away from your people that you're trying to lead. You understand what I'm saying? You're trying to lead something and then you take it. And then you're not just taking money, you're taking assets.
Break it down again.
Assets. You taking that too. You taking that too. Ain't nothing wrong with going to church. I never said there was nothing wrong to go to church.
Hey, I know you watch the commercials, right? We gonna politic about this for a little brief. Okay, you have seen the late night commercials. You wake up, you see the rollover, you see the commercial. If you get this spring water, it can make you $1 million. It could cover your bills and everything. What you feel about that?
I'm gonna get that spring water.
I already know where you going with
and
this.
I'm gonna try this shit out. And if I get that spring water, $1 million, I'm gonna give you a month set. I'm gonna give you about the followers 3.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a 3-month set.
Yeah.
If I don't get nothing out of that 3-month set, I want a refund. and I want a quadruple refund. Because that's forced advertisement. Yo,
True.
If I get this water, sprinkle it. What I gotta do? Like that's like Florida water.
Yeah.
You wipe it on your body.
Yeah.
Purify your body.
Yo, get the fuck out of here.
You wipe it on the body. You wipe it on your bills and all of that stuff. And you supposed to be getting money in the mail.
And how much is that water?
He never put no price on it. That's what I noticed. He never put no price on it.
So if it's free, I still should be liable to sue your ass because you posted that on TV and that's a forced advertisement. I don't give a fuck if you got to pay for it or not. You still did a forced advertisement. So I'm going to wait for 3 months. And if 3 months, no results, we go into court. Because
it's supposed to be
I always believe putting my information on this shit to get some free water that I rub it on my body, rub it on my dollars, rub it on my bullshit home and all of that shit. And next thing you know, I have a mansion, poof, I have all of this shit in $1 million. Rub it on a lottery ticket. Crackheads should be able to bathe in that shit. Anybody that bathes in that shit should be a multi-millionaire. Yo, but like, yo, these people out here have anything to good to go out there and sell you. You get about 10 Christian songs. I sell you 10 Christian songs for about $500. You got a commercial, probably like 10 Christian songs you get for $500. You'll be like, yo, why is God so expensive? Out of everybody, why is he so expensive?
I think on that situation, I think that's just the doing of man.
Yo,
I don't even think it's.
Do anybody split the shares that they got with God?
No. You actually, they say when you read the Bible, 10%. But where everybody else, they take it and spin off of it.
So who do the 10% goes to? Stupid motherfuckers.
Actually, it goes in it's supposed to go into the church to keep the church grooming and stuff like that and help the people. No, all jokes aside, it's supposed to help the people. But when people is using it for a hustle, they're not helping the people. They helping themselves.
You just told me God said he gets 10% of the royalties, right?
Oh, and you stupid.
Job 10%. Now, hold on, let me finish. 10% of the royalties, right? He gets. Who did they send that check to? Who do they send? Oh man, who do they send that to? To the high priest, who's in between in the heavenly gate collects that bread. Who does that? Before we get to the and Jesus, if Jesus touched the money, what do God get?
That's a good question. Now we need to get the callers up. Put the call number up.
Yo, who gets the other part of the money? If you talking some shit, we could go to 929. Damn, I ain't even got that.
See, that's a good question. You proposing a good question to the people.
Like who what's the name? Who gets half of the proceeds from the money that the
churches collect?
Who gets that?
Hey, go ahead.
If he goes to God,
what you call it up?
If he goes to God, how much do he get?
And we need to post that to get some answers. That's a topic we can talk about and get the people to call in.
Who gets the money?
True.
Do God get his? How do God get? his PC. Yeah, that would be some real shit though.
No, it is. It is because what they supposed to be actually. You supposed to give to the community, the church members, and everything to a person who needs it. They're not saying for you to just take it and pocket it. It's supposed to go to the people who really needs it.
Now, don't get your ass whooped from your congregation when they see this show and you talking about how y'all be taking money for the people.
I ain't saying y'all. Listen, I said about. You said about the church hustle.
Yeah,
not the congregation. We talking about the church hustle.
You know, yo, that's like
I'm from New York. You from New York. We already know how the game goes.
Just like
hey, listen, every block or every three block radius. How many churches did you see on a block?
They like liquor stores. They like liquor stores and bodegas. So you
exactly. And if you ain't worth coming in there, do they let you in?
Nah, you already
okay then. So there you go.
But I'm
we speaking realistic. It ain't no.
I'm gonna be realistic. Yo, in New York City, you can't pop up in the church though. Yo, you can look high if you want to go. And I gotta go to church. I need some blessings. Yo, y'all just some greasy motherfuckers. You're like some greasy motherfuckers. Y'all love the Lord and everything.
But you still, when you any big authority of a church, you're supposed to welcome everybody. You're not supposed to turn away nobody. But you got churches that do it. Buffoonery goes on in the churches too.
Yo, but do the minister have a radar? Because I know he's standing on the top of the podium, and he's standing in front of the whole people. So that's why they line them doors and set those doors up rightfully, and he stands in the middle for he can see his whole atmosphere. So he knows who's coming in here with the money and who's not coming in with the money.
Easy.
When he knows that you got the money, he sit down there and have a longer conversation with you and all of that. Everybody else with the money, he try to brush you off quick, fast. Yeah, the Lord is gonna bless you, and then you come down if you're a faithful one. But the faithful ones would be the ones that's with the money. But when he see, we got one right here, we got to play.
So what you said is honestly, he's there on the hustle game too. Basically.
He's right in the front of the radar. He controls the band. He controls the band.
You too.
He's performing. That's number one. He's an artist. In church, there is artists. There is. You got him singing. You got him preaching. He's putting his story together. He's teaching.
Okay.
So whatever you pay him for his teaching, then you got the greedy thieves, the people that he sends around there. We got them. They already lined up. We got them in the Holy Ghost. We got them in all of this. Go to there and go and get some more few change and few dollars. This nigga didn't hit you. He didn't hit you for your whole rent, your whole everything. I see y'all next week. And the same shit repeats.
Okay, now we got to that. So in the world we live in, hustling been around a long time.
Ain't gonna never go nowhere. Ain't gonna.
The only thing we got to look at it. What kind of hustlers are we? Because in the world today, be honest with you, we got the petty hustlers, right? That's the nickel dime hustler. You got the church hustlers. You got the TV hustlers. Where do we fit in at?
Shit.
Should we be straight? Should we be straight honest when we entrepreneuring people, or should we figure out lies to tell the people to convince them to buy our product?
Yo, let me tell you something. They done told you 1,000,000 times. It's the American way. Yo, there's a lot of people out there in that industry. They told you when you was younger, the saying was, you got to fake it till you make it.
Yeah, right? That's true.
A lot of people took that shit serious. They took it serious. Like, they faked it all the way up until they sprang. They can't have on a little chain without having it all iced out, fake. You know what I mean? They can't have on a real chain, little chain with it. They got to put it iced out to make it fake. They can't have the simple things no more. There's no more simple niggas.
So
wait, hold on. There's no more simple niggas. You got simple niggas though. You got some niggas' mind frame is simple, but there's really no more simple niggas. There's niggas that try to outbeat the simple shit by faking it. A lot of tough guys. A lot of niggas that made it. You had to only time a nigga won an Oscar, he had to be crooked before he took it. You understand what I'm saying, niggas? You got to do a lot of acting. You got to do a whole lot of shit. You got a whole lot of real niggas. You got a whole lot of other shit. But main story is a lot of the people out there faking it till they making it. A lot of these people out here talking about they got like the new Rick Ross shit. I got a $20 million watch. Nigga, I got a fucking old ass iPhone watch now. It's about a couple years now, but it's still working. And my shit telling the time. It's still doing beautiful things. It can show me my heart rate. It can show me if like, and all that other shit, and it go right directly to my phone, the government shit. So you already know how they know I'm sick and I'm about to die. A lot of people don't understand that. Yo, put that shit on your arm, wrist, and running around here, and it's showing you your heart rate and all of that. And then it goes up under your name, and it's sending that data right back to the government, to the computer, and it's telling you, yo, damn, this nigga looking like he ain't that healthy. He gonna be going soon. So they already got your shit planned out for you and shit. So it's shit like that, bro. Like, yo, a lot of people think it takes a lot in this world to make you happy, to enjoy. You know, it's all of rich shit. And all the rich shit that I've seen a lot of people had the riches and all that shit, they always were sad or they either fell, you know. And you can even hear the rich dudes right now. They doing sexual shit. They don't have nothing else to do.
Think they ran out of ideas? Think they ran out of thoughts?
Everything. So now they need to replace it.
Well, in order for you to replace it, you have to come with something different.
It's hard to do that when you already got a system.
But that goes back to cloning. Everybody wants to be like everybody. If you be different, people will treat you different.
Yo, how the fuck you going to be different from everybody and everybody in the world? It's about billions of people in the world. About
we all do different things.
But when it all boils down and it comes back to the all thing,
it's the same thing.
Exactly. So you get it.
Now like my son was telling me when me and him was politicking. He said, anytime you go against the grain, that makes you crazy. Everybody got to be just like everybody. That means you are the same. Anytime you do anything different other than what the typical people do, you are crazy.
I can see that. I can see not, because it's we all doing the same thing. When you get up in the morning, how you put on your shoes and your socks, how you put on your pants, the same way. Yeah, I don't give a fuck if you came off the left side of the bed or right side of the bed, or in the middle of the bed, or on the top of the bed, on the top of the seat. You still put it on the same fucking way. Like, what was the difference? That's why you can say, everybody sit down and say, I had deja vu. And then, some people will say, son, the same shit happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
The same shit happened to me. Some of the same words as we speak, exactly as we speak it. Some people are saying it exactly how we saying it.
So we not different. We still the same.
All right, then. So that's why it goes down and bound down the race. It's the same shit. There's no difference.
But only difference is maybe the color. That's it. But actually, in reality, we bleed the same. We walk around the same. We do the same thing. Everything is considered the same.
We wake up and look to the sun, right? Rise to the sun, right?
True.
Sleep when it's nighttime, right? We know when
True.
to go. We eat. We then eat the same food, but not in the same way. Only thing that's changing our foods is accents and different seasonings and different ways of cooking it. But we eating the same shit down there. Majority.
What if majority we eat the same of every time?
Everybody eat chicken.
Chicken.
Everybody eat chicken. To the fake labs. To the fake labs come out there and say now they put in we could eat generic chicken. We could make generic chicken, bro.
Man, they've been making generic chicken.
Yo, we already been knowing that, bro. Like you can't go beyond that. We already know that.
Because if you think about it, how much chicken can you possibly raise? Can you possibly just raise?
How much chicken that you can't possibly raise? No. Answer that question. What came first, the chicken or the egg? So how many chickens that you can't possibly raise? Yo, when you stop farming, that's when you have a problem. What was chicken booming at the time? We had farmers. We had people that had local farmers. We had all kind of farmers, company farmers and all that. Once those big companies came in there and start burning those shits down and telling you who can farm, how many cows, how much crops you can have, how much seeds you can have, how much you could do this, how much you could do that shit fucked the game up. So of course it's going to be like we got less chickens. You know, less chickens. Yo, back in the days, they were doing mass production. So that mean that they was cloning some. That mean that whatever they was doing, they juicing them up, making them super steroids and all that. But back in the days, if you was young, probably like in the 70s, from the 70s on up, you was eating somewhat, to me,
chicken
of food. Once we got into like, I would say the 90s, the beginning of the 90s, that's when shit started getting, they were sneaking in processed shit. They were sneaking in the middle of the 90s. Once it hit the 2000s and the late 2000s, like 2010, that's when you was known as, yo, they start putting up there. We doing plant-based, we doing this, we doing that, we doing this, we doing different kinds of ways of eating. But then when they say, oh, you're plant-based, well, they not telling you that they already polluted the soil. So whatever you growing right now inside the soil is coming up for years and years of pollution from all them chemtrails coming down there, keep flying and dumping that shit off on them leaves and in the ground. Remember, a lot of shit. I seen this year in the front of my building, motherfucking trees grew blooming green with no water.
Hormones.
With no water, blooming green. With no water.
They injecting them trees so they can grow rapidly.
But you ain't gonna be able to inject them so we can see them. You go throw that shit over the sky. So all that chemtrail shit can go in there and soak inside that soil and produce it and all of that other stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like killing the soil for like chemically is already here, bro. It's already here.
That's something I totally agree with you. It have always been here.
Yeah, yo.
Just now we able to see it.
You see what I'm saying? You
one another and see it.
You saying like a lot of stuff. You saying like it been here. Yes, but no, it's more physically. You're seeing and physically is being more promoted. Back in the days, y'all, son, if somebody's doing that, yeah, you know, our waterways was contaminated. They got the chlorified and all of that and everything. Yeah, we got that. We were still applying by those little rules. But now it got worse. It got worse of dumpings, worse of what's the name. You're starting to see dust clouds that just come out of nowhere, and it says it's coming from another state, another place, another here, another.
When I was in Boston, I seen them that cloud.
Yeah,
so, the same cloud you talking about.
You know what I mean? So it's like now stuff is starting to move here, and they can predict where it's moving and how it get here and there and there and there and there. Where back in the days, right, it feel like I was breathing way better air than now. Now you know people with asthma, people with all these others. I'm like, yo, we succumb to a fishbowl. You just drain the water off the fishes,
and they die.
You know what? Drain the water off it means. Also, they say our body is what? What they lied and say all of this such and such percent of water and all that other shit. Niggas, are you crazy?
90% water.
Yeah, right.
10% fat.
Yeah, right. Fuck out of here. If you was 90% water, you wouldn't be here right now. The fuck out of here. Yo, these dudes is weird with shit. Shit now that you get older, you got to think about things that made you go, If you was 90% of water, how the fuck are you walking right now? You're 90% of water and you 10% solid?
Hey, that's what they say. The body is made of more water.
They could tell you anything and you'll believe it.
Nah, I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah. The world could tell you anything.
Because we have always gone through this. We have always gone through this theory of telling people anything, and it's up to you to believe it. But if you got common sense, you're gonna know better than that. You're not gonna just believe anything. I was having a conversation with a person today, and she said the same thing. She say some people, she don't deal with people who lack common sense, who don't lack common sense. If you ain't got common sense, she don't want to deal with you.
So who are she? The smartest person in the world?
No. What she said that's what she was always taught from her grandmother. Not to deal with people who lack common sense. Basically, what she's saying is you're stupid. I'm just saying it to clean it up. I'm not saying it. You're stupid.
And then you should have had to ask her though, what makes you so smart? Dummy. You ever heard of smart dummy?
Well, yeah, you
act like they know a whole lot and don't know shit.
You're stupid. You're smart.
Exactly. So what makes you smart? If you were smart, where's your bachelor degree? Where's your degrees at?
I don't know.
Where's your cancellation at? Where's your big what's the name? That's why I don't understand. The smarter person is the dumbest person. That's why they get away with all those crimes. That's why they get away with. That's why that's not a whole nother assumption because you got the government. The smarter person is the dumbest person. Half of them people don't sit behind, they don't know what the fuck they doing. Anybody could become in that. Only thing you gotta have somebody tell you something in the air. Tell them in the air. What we got? What would you a rapper? What did you? What's the name? Don't you got people that tell you shit in the air? Well, I don't think you should do this song like that. I think you should do this. I think you should do that. You're not the one that pushing the button. Somebody else handling your buttons. That's government. Ain't none of them niggas doing it off their free will.
You being programmed to do it. Just like prime example. Being that you said that. NWA.
That was a CIA. That was a CIA control.
NWA. Because when you think about it, during that time, when NWA started doing the music, and you seen the episode, I don't know if you seen Straight Outta Compton.
I seen every last shit.
Yeah. Remember when the police first start locking them up? The first time they locked them up for what? What did they lock them up for?
What conspiracy? What
they locked them up basically assuming that they was the neighborhood thugs. Assuming. You wasn't for sure that they was the ones y'all was looking for. You just assumed that they was thugs.
They was a part of the CIA wasn't in control. When NW came out right there, don't you know that set off the black community and the black neighborhoods out there to be into gang banging and all of that. That was a part of the government war tactics against the minorities, against the neighborhoods of the minorities. And now they did that to number 2 was the second implant was, a lot of people don't even be understanding, but that nigga Academic is a part of a CIA implant because he was the one who started with that Chirac shit with all them Chicago thugs, and I'm scared of them, and I'm this and that and that. And then what happened came that drill music, a part of the tactics of the government. Oh, you know what? We use the drill music, and that killing off all the black minorities or the young people in the hood. From after that happening, now you know what we saying? We're gonna lock them up now. After we didn't have somebody out here, one of our agents out there promoted that shit. Now every hood and every town in New York, from down south to across towns to all over, is drill rappers or into all of that other stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm not just saying that Chicago might have first started it, but from the north part of town and like down here from the south and all that other shit, this is where we seen that came from. Mm-hmm. So who promoted that? Who stopped promoting the LL Cool J's I Need Love niggas licking their lips? Looking at him, I thought he would have. I used to lick my lip. And I on my lip. So why this man he never had none of that shit? That was kind of no mookiness because you know, but I had that. Why you didn't have that, bro? Like,
but again, you got to think about it. That's a gimmick, and who's behind most of these gimmicks?
Come on, man. Man. We already know, man. Like,
come on. We can go out there. We can pump all the weights and get cock diesel like that. Will we get the same treatment? People like LL and people like D, will we get the same treatment?
The system
is just being an average Joe.
The system is rigged. The system is rigged. You got a social. I believe you got a social security number, right? The social security number is telling the people that's sitting up in the higher ranks of who we want to be who they is, who we want to not be who they is. That's why you got one out of 100 basketball stars, people become into sports, certain people. So they know who they want and who they, if we built this athlete, why don't you think that he has sex with another person or whatever we put inside his body, that's not going to bring off his offspring to have what he got? That's the LeBron James. That's these other dudes. Like, so they kids could come in there because whatever they juiced up with, their kid got the same mentality. Jordan, when his kid was in it. Even if it was fucked up and he wasn't nice and all that, but he still had that testosterone that Jordan had in him. So but
you know what? It goes. You know what that probably play a part of what we talked about a little bit earlier in the show. AI.
But AI is robots. AI is or artificial intelligence, right? Artificial.
But again, it can be an injection. It could come in a liquid. It could come in a cell. It could come in any. AI basically could be anything. They just present it to us as a robot. Artificial intelligence is something made up or cloned or whatever.
Yeah, you can get juiced.
Yeah, exactly. So it could be that too.
It's no different from you getting juiced. Like, Duke got knocked out, almost died in the football, and then now this season, he's able to play back on there. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens this year from that. And that didn't like a hard play that he got that did that to him. Let's see. That also deals with people let themselves get the government do to them. You understand what I mean? I wasn't in this.
Well, it goes to what you said. Higher being, the numbers. This is what we want who to be what, or this is what we want this person to do that.
It's easy. It's easy.
We can't escape from it. We can't escape from it.
Excuse me, y'all. I'm just watching it. It's easy, because I indulge my lungs into this whole shit out here and everything. So, you gotta be mindful and all that. Yo, it's easy. It's easy, man. It's easy. You just put in a place. I feel that we all just put in a place that, there's no point of return.
Well, I feel like this. When I look at it, and like I was telling my son when we was talking, I feel like sometimes when I walk out my door, I just feel like we in a large TV screen.
So you Truman Show? You on the Truman Show?
You can call it what you want to call it.
Exactly.
I look at the world. I look at the world as one big TV screen, and I'm just a character in it.
And I'm telling you, you on the Truman Show, and if you ain't on it by yourself, the whole world is down there on it by itself. It's a TV. It's a whole TV.
It's impossible, man. Some of the things you just walk around and walk outside and look at, it just don't seem real.
Don't seem real.
It don't seem real. It seems as we walking around in real life, but actually in some of the stuff that goes on, it just don't seem real.
Yo, before when you was a little kid, it didn't have no visual. Visual is a great thing to adjust and play with. Like, when you can't see, your eyes is fucked up, you gotta go to the doctor. The doctor might tell you 90%, 80% of what's name, but you might be a whole 100% in reality, and they throwing you off and blurred your whole shit out. I think some people, when their eyes is blurry and they can't see a lot of shit because they're not in the real world. When them days put the drop-ins and put them glasses on, and now your shit start tuning in. Remember how, like, when we was born in the 70s, the 70s look of outside looked at funny. That's why they got all of these cameras that's giving you different pictures of
look generic.
Yeah. Now look at as the years goes up and how it upgrade and color, your eye coloring start going up and up and up and up and up and up and up until you like, oh shit, this shit is out of this world. That's what it's getting ready to be. This shit is out of this world because, go back and look at a picture from the 50s or the 40s and go through that. Even if you put color on that shit still look weird. It still looks weird as it goes up. But as it goes up and it goes up and formulating, this is what your eyes is adjusting to now. Your eyes is not adjusting to what you used to see. You feel me? You seeing something new now. So yo, nigga in jail come home, and this nigga did about 50, 70 years and come home and see what happened right now. It's gonna be hard for him just because he lost all that coloring, all that time zone, all that coloring. His eye adjusting. So it do seems like to me like some fake shit.
Your mind have to get adjusted to it.
Exactly. So go ahead. What you were saying?
And when I went out to Boston, I'm like, it looks cool out here. I've been out. That's the second time I've been out there. And as more and more I go around, everything just looked to me
timeless.
What do you call it? Generic.
It's you stuck in the time zone.
Yeah, it's like it looks fake.
Yeah.
It don't look real. Even down to the houses. How the houses is basically built together. And you'll walk down the block, the whole neighborhood is like built. All the houses built together, like together. And then when you go through some of the neighborhoods would put you back in Brooklyn, where you'll be like, you'll see the apartment buildings, like, Crown Heights, Flatbush, and you see the big apartment buildings with the little spaces between it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying they got places like that, and I'm like, yo, this is just like back in the 80s, like I'm in Brooklyn somewhere, but it's Boston. And then you got some of the areas just look like you put a couple a display together, but the display is made of paper. I'm like, are you serious? And I'm just looking like this ain't real. I'm just like I'm really in a time.
But look where you came from. You came from Alabama down there, and when you came from down there on that part of time, that shit is way different too. Because you could be in a different time zone, look like from out there. Oh, we go up there like, yo, this shit is like, yo, son, nah, bro, and all of that. It's the same thing, bro. It's the same thing.
And I'm like, yo, this is like, he was like, yo, dad, you like looking at these places like, what you think? I'm like, this is just something I ain't never seen before. It's like something, it has more a TV effect on you.
It's going
like you see certain places and you ain't never been there and they had that TV look on you, like something like you just straight out of TV.
You in the Truman Show.
I'm like, and I kept telling him that, I'm like, yo, I'm not believing what I'm seeing.
You're in the Truman Show. You're in the Truman Show right now. You know what I mean? You're not believing what you're saying. Yo, you know what? I seen a whole lot of shit where it came down to, this is how I know the world is a gimmick, where they had the Mandela effect. And then all of these other serials, all of these other shows and monopolies and all of that other stuff that I know I visually seen. And they said that did never even exist and all of that. So that's how you know that you can concentrate on something, but once you lose focus off of it, you never could repeat that stuff. That's why a lot of people say pictures is 1,000 words.
True.
It's like, this is a time capsule. This is 1,000 words. Only way they can erase that because it's digital. Yeah, if you had it on your joint, with anything digitally can be erased. But when you have pictures or you have cameras and you did that your own self, these is all time capsules, because yo, they can erase your history and you could be blind to the fact. You know what they catch you with? Mind tricks. Focus on something for a long time. If you ain't got no pictures of how your moms look right now, no picture, any of your dead loved ones, never had no pictures of them, nobody gave you no history of how they looked and all that. I would sit down there and ask y'all, let's see how thick is your photographic memory. I want the whole detail drawn out, or have somebody draw it out to the thing. Or you tell me the whole detail of your mother expression, your father expression, your grandma, your auntie, whoever, and all that. If you've been around that person for your whole life, you can't even do that. Anybody that could tell you, yo, yeah, they're your fucking lie. And they've been going for years and years.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about some fresh wound shit. I'm talking about some what's the name. So that's why they take pictures. Pictures is violent. So you can still have that photograph memory. There's a lot of shit that people out here that they went for and March prayed and did all of this other stuff for, but then after a couple of months or something else, they got distracted by this, they got distracted by that, and this and that and that and that, and their mindset changes. Everybody might don't feel how I feel, but I know. Anybody tell me you lost a loved one over 30 years, 20 years, and you can tell me the whole description of all of that, you might can tell me all the shit you see that thing. You can't.
Can't.
Unless you have pictures.
True.
Unless you have film. Somebody was filming it. You got it on tape. You got it on DVD. You got it on what's in it. You can't tell me nothing about that. This is real. This is how society is locked in. This is how we all is locked in. A lot of shit you can't tell you about, bro. Memory, man. So it's a computer.
You right about that. You're 100% right. But like I tell you, when I went to Boston, I seen something totally different. I mean, it just it's different.
You didn't feel real. You didn't feel like you was here, man. And you're a spiritual being. You're a soul just walking in you walking in your spiritual and you're the light and all that. Well, why do you feel pain?
I guess it's just something that affects.
If it ain't real, why do you feel pain?
I had the slightest idea.
So some is real. Some is real. You gotta have faith and believe in something. You know what I mean?
That's
religion.
With that situation, I looked around, and every day I went out there, I looked around. It felt like I've been there before. I've been there, but in a dream, not in the flesh.
You probably was there.
And then I'm like, okay, you walk around. And what's so different about there?
You know what dreams
there is not too many Black Americans. I mean, Black Americans.
You know what dreams is?
What?
You're in a racist town. Dreams is your spirit time traveling. When you say you don't time travel, you time travel when you sleep.
Yeah.
Your spirit could be anywhere you want it to be and all that. And if I'm lying, they lying. But they tell you, oh, watch out how you playing the Ouija board and watch how you watching certain movies, and they could bring certain entities inside of your home, right?
True.
Spiritual entities, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why can't my spirit, when I'm sleeping, resting, can be traveling and moving around in everybody else's spaces too?
True. And another thing about that is like, yo, and he was like, they got these people called
Canians.
You heard me? They got these people called Canians.
Mm-hmm.
They a mix between, they not Puerto Rican,
mm-hmm.
they not Africans, mm-hmm. and they not Indians, mm-hmm. but they speak Creole and they speak Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
But so they not
Dominicans.
No, they're not Dominicans. They not Haitians, and they not American.
Mm.
So I'm like, yo. So when he telling me this, I'm speaking Spanish to him. He was like, they don't speak that, but they look just like a Spanish person. I'm like, then you got the ones that look like a Spanish person, and you got the ones who look our complexion.
It's kind of funny
they speak very little English.
It's kind of funny that your parents teach you about knowing so much. And then you got people that really know so much. Like this history is like, nigga, you a nosy ass motherfucker. Like, yo, who the fuck going through? His mama was Kunta Kinte. His mama was a slave from son, you serious, son? You wasn't a cop? The history that these people putting up on us is crazy. Like, who the fuck goes so hard on knowing your business? In today's world,
yeah.
If somebody know about your whole family, where you live and all that and everything and all that, that's a problem.
True.
Why wasn't that like in yesterday's world?
In
history, we know what Martin Luther King, how many babies he had, his phone calls, his walk of life. Like, yo, why did you want to know so much cop shit about all of this history? Christopher Columbus, when you kidnap niggas, today's world,
mm-hmm.
kidnapping, you go to jail for that shit, right?
Yeah, that's called human trafficking.
Exactly. How could you make a law after this man did human trafficking? To everybody that said they had a slave and they came on the slave ship without they sign willing.
Mm-hmm.
How do you make a law after slavery? Nobody never talked about that though. How do you make a law after slavery where it says that these people should be right now not hold our we love them and these is who saved America. These people should have been pedophiles. These people should have been everything in the fucking book and unlawfully kidnapping, holding people without their what's the name. Today's law. That's what today's law is for.
True, but those things don't apply to everybody.
Thank you. But today's law, you would have been in that jail right with this dude that hung himself. And today's law, you would have been right in there hung yourself. When you bring somebody and then
against
humanitarian, they still broke humanitarian laws that where nobody didn't eat. The people was unsanitized. They lived in a shelter where right now you can't even live in a crib with 10 to 12 Mexicans. That's why all of this shit. And it wasn't it. You can't even live in a crib with 1,000 people inside one. They would call that unsanitized. So that's why I say the slavery stuff and all that other stuff and everything else and all of that. You got to really bring me back in time to show me and walk me through this so I can understand a lot of this shit. Because a lot of shit I don't understand, bro.
We will never understand.
You understand what I mean? Because you broke me down in so many laws y'all didn't broke and didn't give a fuck about it. And then now it's laws for us.
Well, you gotta understand, the law only applies to certain people. It only applies to certain people. Or no, let me correct that. It only applies to certain races.
I wouldn't say that.
Okay, back in the days during the slavery time, if you had a half-breed child, that child is what race is he?
He considered black. But
now let's bring it back up to speed. Now, this time and age, what is he considered?
Well, he considered himself because he's still considered as a Negro. He can't go in no party like that.
Hey,
he can't go to no party like that.
You was considered a Negro back then during slavery time. But now you consider, I can be a Caucasian.
No, you can't. Because I didn't see multiple people that tried that and didn't get past with that because they had still ancestors in their blood.
How light are they?
Huh?
How light are they?
They light enough. And I seen white light. Yeah, I seen that, bros. Okay. So it still don't narrow down to the thing. It still don't narrow down that they still have the gene, bro. So that's a process. That's a whole different process, bro.
And then you got
a lot of that race missing. That's in Hollywood. You got that in everywhere you're going at. There's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. But when y'all over here saying like y'all scientists and mad doctors to say, I'm not putting my person with this person, and you have the right to choose who you're gonna be your baby father and baby mother and everything. But that's kind of wicked what they doing. We want this. We want that.
Exactly. So these are things we got to think about, and that we have questions, but will we get the real answer for them?
At this point right now, if you know the answers, you know the questions, why would you want somebody to tell you that? That's something that you already know.
You just want to get validation. You just want to get validation.
For what?
For really what's going on.
Who? Yeah, you're right.
Everybody want validation. You want validation.
Yeah.
Deep down inside, we walking around here talking about we Afro-American. We black.
I never say that.
No, I'm just saying. Hypothetically, again, we walk around, we black. And what come to find out all our life we talking about we black and we not.
Critical life is I never told nobody a race of what I am.
I'm just saying that's what they think of us.
My applications or whatever I got to deal with, I am the other. I am a person that's walking around here on this planet that has the whole sole right to walk anywhere I want around in the planet. I have the sole right to lay my bones or lay my head wherever I want. That's why anywhere in New York City or out of New York City, it's free for me to go and resign as my home. So you can't say that I am one whole national race. I am a human being. That's what I know I am. So I'm not looking at nothing as a color or whatever. You can call me white, green, black, orange, purple, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I am a human being. I am a human being. I am a soul with life.
Because at the end of the day, we just going on basically what somebody put on paper and told us to claim. Because you can say, well, he's black. But then they start running generic tests. You're not what we call you is.
Yeah.
Wants to have a baby
but
within their child.
But generically testing and all of that shit. Remember how long ago they came up with the DNA and all that shit? Mm-hmm. DNA ain't no shit that they had that they was dealing with back in the days. Like you could tell Roman age, niggas ain't really know who their kids was or who their family was. You didn't know that shit unless you was around that. It was so mixed up, so much mixed up shit right now. So all of this new shit is new technology. So scientists. And you know what the hell is a scientist? A scientist, so-called
a person who experiments.
And no, it's not even that. A person that really think they know something done and don't really even know nothing. Some of the shit can be fiction, some of the shit can be real. That's scientists. So they can never get in trouble for half of the shit that they then did because they were just only experimenting.
Mm-hmm. Research.
That's all it was. We went down as a company saying we was researching biological. We ain't say though the research that we said might can be top notch.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what they're doing now. Shit is coming out in the lab, bro.
Yeah, true.
We getting sick from a lab, bro. We ain't getting sick from, oh shit, we ate this bird and this bird was affected. This was swine flu. This was monkeypox. This was all that other shit, bro.
But like I said again, it's all questionable.
It is.
It's all questionable, but will we get the right answer?
No, you never gonna get that.
Okay.
Let me tell you, get the right answer. The right answer is I guess they got a critic spot where they could say how many Jews have passed, right? But do you think they really got a critic spot like accurate? What's that one? But they say they like you can't really even tell it's millions and millions of black people. They just say millions of black. They tell you a sum of what, and they say it's millions more, and not just that, other people that died and all of this other shit. You didn't wipe off half of the population that you needed to wipe off, bro. And then you're reversing it and saying some dumb shit like, we don't need to populate no more. Or we don't know. You know how much room and space that they showing that's on this earth that they didn't even use?
It's a lot.
And they protected. These places are protected.
Just like this is something else we was talking about. And we was talking about estimation. How certain situations is revolved on numbers and an estimated number. That means you guessing. You're not sure or you're not accurate. It goes back to what you said. Because I was asking him, and he was saying about people in Boston on drugs and stuff like that, and how many people this, how many people that. You're estimating. You can't give me a full total. You estimating.
It might be less than that, right? You don't know.
And I was telling him that. I was like, basically, how things is dealt with here. If they estimation is not accurate. You're guessing. You can't give an accurate number.
You can't.
He was like, well, I don't know about that. So they make him do multiple choices in surveys. A survey again. If you take a survey, what are you doing? You guessing the estimate of whatever the survey is about. How many people that's going to take that survey?
You so you're trying to go off the majority, and every time they keep telling you the majority wins. Of course, the majority gonna win. If it was 10 people and only 5 people came in that was on the opposite side or one person, and they could be wrong, but you told me the majority wins. So it's 5 against 1.
And we had that same discussion. What you just said, he said that same thing, and we were going backwards and forth about that. He said majority. Everything is based off majority. Not minority, majority.
Yep.
So to me, majority seeming is y'all taking an estimate. You're not accurate.
You're not
estimating.
You're not. Don't know nothing. Don't know nothing about nothing. And you know what's so sad? Howard, like, it's changing till now the world is starting to see and they starting to succumb. They try to disrespect and get TikTok off the thing. It was
because they say it was leaking information of the government to the Chinese.
And
I read that part.
And then, but it's also either fake or real. Remember, you got 2 sides of the body, man. Maybe you had the devil and you had the what's the name. That was 2 sides. There's an equal and a plus. There is fake and real, and they was trying to say that they was telling us and waking us up. That which everybody else have already known and seeing the poorness that's really going down and how the system and all of this shit is working down. And then you start to enlighten people on the foods you eating. That, some people say, I don't give a fuck if I'm eating this shit right here. It's still I ate McDonald's today. McDonald's is one of them, and the others company. But I still eat out. Then I can't eat in because in is no different from out. It's giving me the same input. The same input. Oh shit. Yo, you know now, back in the days, I never had to think or a chance to think of, what was the only 5 or 6 meat food groups that we eating at every day? Don't it feel like right now, in times right now that we got older, before it didn't feel like that. You eating the same shit over and over and over.
True.
Even if you cook it, even if you put it special, it still seems like, damn, we just ate.
It's a repeat.
We just ate beef today. We just ate pork today. We just ate or so and so yesterday. Back in the days when you was young, that shit went over your brain like, I ain't give a fuck.
I'm just happy I'm eating. That's it.
But nowadays you're like, damn, I don't really want no chicken today. Or I don't really want no pork today. Or I don't really want no beef today or nothing like that. You smart enough. And we about to get ready to get off of this, but I'm trying to tell me like,
okay. Hold that. We're going to skip up so we can close it up. It goes back to what you said. It's just.
Yeah, but.
And it's like we started from this. Now we're going like this. Look. It's going both. That's it.
I see you. Yo, nigga, I see you. So why you hiding behind that door right there? Why you hiding down behind that couch right there? Nigga on that bed. Why you hiding behind that curtain? I see you.
It's just, and it makes a lot of sense. And we ain't gonna never get the answers. We can sit here and politic every day.
But you know what it's called? It's called good politics. It's called good politician.
And a lot of people look at these factors that basically, long as it don't affect me, it just affect you only. It don't affect me because I'm gonna continue being the clone that I am.
Yeah, you is a clone. You is a clone. You run around here thinking. But remember, we all are clones. We all are clones to each other because we do the same shit, move the same way. We get up and wake up to do the same thing. We go to work. We put the same pants on. We do whatever. We have damn near the same problems. Yo, just because I ain't got your problem, but somebody else got yours.
Or somebody got yours.
Got mine too.
But at the end of the day, it's still going to equal to the same problem.
The same problem. So it goes on and it goes on to infinity. When you wipe your ass and you sit on the toilet, don't we wipe our ass the same way from the front to back?
Exactly.
Yo, if you're male, don't you stand up? Don't you when you stand up, you pee? When you're female, you got some males like to sit down and pee. You know what I mean? It depends. If you're so fucked up, why can't you sit down and pee? You know what I mean? Is that Mookie?
Hey, I got one for you. And this is just off the wall. Can you stand up in number 2? And we close it out from there.
I didn't see any people did that. I know I can't.
We close it out from there.
I gotta be comfortable. I see people do that shit. I didn't see fiends.
But again, don't we all have to do that?
Yeah, Sunday at time. Sunday.
No, I'm saying it go back to what you said.
Yeah, so
when we do number 2, don't we all have to do it the same way?
The same way. The same way. So
it's like the great Alec Marcus said, if you do anything against the grain, that makes you crazy.
Correct. Yeah, but yo, see, and he was crazy. So at times, you know, it takes a crazy person to write something good. It takes a crazy. Yo, crazy. We got people coming back in there too. I'll probably do one after this too. Crazy people don't have certain expressions. Crazy people can have a great artiste and with the crazy shit. Yo, this dude was a mad scientist. He was a Mad Hatter. You know what a Mad Hatter was? I found out a Mad Hatter. You know what the reason why they called it the Mad Hatter? Mm-hmm. The Mad Hatter was back in the days, about what, the 1660s something. They was had a factory, and the people that was making the hats, they was inside of the factory, and they was allowed by chemicals that was keeping the hat still and keeping the hat and all that, and all these chemicals that they was inhaling every day of them making it, it will make them go crazy. Either they go insane, they start hallucinating, all type of stuff. And everything. So that's where the expression the Mad Hatter came from. The Mad Hatter came. Yeah, it came from when they was in there and the thing. That's where Alice in Wonderland. I was reading up on that too. That's where Alice in Wonderland get the Mad Hatter from, and you always see him mad and all he's cranky because
that's the little short man with the big hat on.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So you always see him cranky. He was mad. They had them doing the chemicals that they had in it had them different kind of effects. That was
so basically it had them with a mood swing.
Yeah, but some could be crazy. Some could be what's the name? Some could be giggly like. Some could be. It was all type of stuff that was going on with the saying of the Mad Hatter. Or somebody said it is that word. That's what that meant. It was a lot of myth spells and behind shit like that and everything that the government, and it was letting you know that they was literally poisoning.
Poison the brain.
Poison the workers.
Their brains and making them dysfunctional.
Yeah. So what being said, man, I fuck around and do another one after this, man, because I got all the time in the world.
Nah, we gotta save some for tomorrow. We got a new show tomorrow. We got Family First Part 2.
You know what I mean? All that, man. I got a whole lot of, but I got some by tomorrow. I'm gonna do some shows tomorrow. We're coming up with some shit and show tomorrow. Family First. If I do one with that one, we do that one tomorrow. It's gonna be way different from today.
Okay.
Man. It's going to be on some real politics because a lot of people like to hear shit like that too, bro. Like what's going on today in this world and how shit is really evolving us. You know what I mean?
It's really evolving us and affecting us. It's not only evolving us, it's affecting us.
Yeah, bro.
We just talk about it. Some people is going through the same thing and not talking about it with nobody.
And everything rubs off and affects everybody different. And we all different here. And we all got to see though, but it all bounds down to one. So because if we don't be here, we have kids and kids that's gonna have kids and their kids gonna have kids. So we here for the future and traveling. We time travelers. All us time travelers. You know what I mean? Fuck that. We in the stage right now of being time. With that being said, yo, you follow up. Yo, y'all hit up Family First. FFP, bro. You know what I mean? Number one. Black Stevie, Black Howard. We up on this
set. What it is.
Hit us up. Yo, I do gotta work. Yesterday I missed out to work on Ain't Nothing Funny. You know what I mean? The compadre couldn't get up there yesterday. I was fucked up. You know what I mean? I did a whole lot of shit. I missed last week, 2 weeks with Family First. So we gotta fix that up. And a lot of other projects coming out. So y'all sleep in, bro. Sleep in, man. It's gonna be more energy, man. Today wasn't like
log in, man.
Subscribe.
YouTube, Facebook. Log in.
Subscribe and share, man. You know what I mean? Sharing is caring. Subscribe and sharing is caring. You know what I mean? That's the new word. Subscribe and sharing is caring. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing funny. Yo, we gonna be up here, man. Bless y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. But I'm gonna bounce back though. I'm gonna bounce back tonight, man. I gotta do something tonight. Peace.